Brothers, what's going on? This is inspired by a Reddit post and more game, as always, in the school community. So, the topic we're talking about today, as you can tell from the title, is spending money on women you barely know, right? This gentleman, after about 2 dates, ended up paying this girl's rent for the whole year. Yeah. So, here's what ended up happening on the woman's end. She was creeped out. She didn't know what to do. A lot of ladies that replied to the Reddit post, a lot of people were like, yo, give that money back because it's seen as a manipulation tactic. And to be transparent, maybe the guy had good intentions, but when you do something like that, it sends off a signal of being super needy and a huge red flag. Because one, you barely know this lady, and you're over here, and I think you made around 200K a year, but you're spending a large percentage of your income paying a whole lady's rent you barely know. When you do something like that, it signals some type of unwritten contract to where you're expecting for the lady to do something in return. And guys, girls do not like that. So maybe you're not going to the extreme of spending your 15K, right? And paying her whole rent when you just met her for the year. But what are you doing? Are there areas that with your money, you're signaling being extremely needy? If there are, definitely cut that off. The tactical advice I would give is to look at the dynamic, right? If you haven't really talked to a girl for long enough, it's only been a date or 2 dates, I'm not saying don't pay for the dates, right? But what I am saying is don't be over here doing the most, like buying her all these gifts and you barely even met her. Once she's your girlfriend, once you're in that territory, that's when I recommend doing all that stuff. But if it's just dating, one, you're just wasting money on this girl that might not even be a thing in the future with, right? 2, she can be using you for your money. Guys don't want to be a walking wallet, and that's what you signal. When you just meet someone and that's how you start off, you better continue that expectation because that's what you're setting up for yourself. So man, tactical advice is look at how much you spend on a girl that you barely been with. If you guys aren't even dating for 2 dates, if you guys aren't even dating for like multiple dates, she's not even your girlfriend, cut back. Definitely cut back. Yes, you can pay for the dates, but don't go to the extreme and pay for all kinds of stuff. Don't be trying to pay her car note, right? Don't pay her rent at all. If she can't handle her rent, or if she even demands you pay for her rent, red flag. Absolute red flag. But if you guys are at the part to where you guys are serious, then you can come in as that husband with that cheddar, that soon-to-be husband, and do your thing. That boyfriend, do your thing. But don't be doing the most, because I promise you, you can and will be taken advantage of by the women that seek to do so, especially when you do something like that. So guys, I hope you got value from this video. Definitely not a longer one, but just something I saw on Reddit that made me really feel like we need to talk about this. Because ladies out here playing guys for the money for real. Ladies really out here doing so. Not all these ladies, but there's a large percentage of them that are doing it. They get in the bag on the first date. They're recommending these huge gifts, or on a second date. It's just like, wow. Like guys, you're not a circus act. You don't have to prove yourself. If she doesn't see your value, awesome. On to the next one, because you don't have to continue proving who God already said you are to a lady that isn't even meant for you. So let's stop being circus clowns. Let's stop doing all these hula hoops and backflips for these ladies that don't care about us. And let's actually pursue women that we're interested in and that are interested in us. And if you guys are struggling with that, I have a school community linked in the description. Feel free to join. I'm actually doing a discounted price for the first 10 guys. And I'm currently married, wanting to give high quality advice to men that are serious and wanting to change their life. But other than that, you guys have a blessed and fantastic day. Out of here.